Hello there everyone, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be making a Minion themed card. Minions are from Despicable Me or the Minions movie, whichever one. They're both great movies. So let's not waste any time and let's just get straight into the materials for this card. So for this specific card, we're going to go, I should probably say that you guys should probably have the colors that I mentioned because that's going to be the colors of a minion. I know that in the past videos I've said you can get any colors that you want, but for this one we have specific colors. So first off, we have white for our card base. Then we have yellow. This is just a scrap piece that I'm going to see fits. Yellow for the base of the minion. Then I have, here I'll just hold up a scrap of blue. We have some blue for his clothes. And then we have some black for the strip across, for the little buttons, his mouth, and then for a little bit of the eye. And then I just have more white paper here for, you know, his eye. And let me just put this here. And then I also have gray paper. Looks kind of silverish to me a little bit. But that's for the outline of his goggle. And then I have brown paper for his eye color. If you guys want to make a different eye color, if you want to make his eye blue or green, then just swap the brown out for that color. But I'm going to keep it how they look in the movie and use brown. Alright, let me set these back over here. Then you're also going to need scissors and a ruler. Or if you're like me, I have a paper cutter, and that will work just as well. Then you're going to need glue, or I have tape runner. Zots will also work if you have those. Then you're going to need some circle punches. So for the circle punches that you guys will need, I'll give you all the measurements. First, you're going to need a 2-inch circle punch. Then a 1 1/2 inch circle punch. Then a 1-inch circle punch. Then a 1/2 inch circle punch. And then a 1/4 inch circle punch, a 1/4 inch circle punch. And these circle punches, you can use these circle punches that you can put holes in your notebook paper is what I'm trying to say. If you have a hole punch lying around the house, most likely I would guess it'd be a 1/4 inch hole punch. So that seems to be all the materials for right now. So let's just jump into making this card. So first off, we're going to start off with our white base. I already have a card over here that I can use, but I'll go ahead and explain the measurements for it. It's an A2 card, and we're basically cutting straight down the middle, making it even. So it'll be 5 1/2 by 8 1/2 for the base of the card, and then you're gonna fold it in half. So see, kind of like this. This is what it'll be. You're just gonna cut it straight in half, and then you're just going to fold it. So after you do that, you're gonna go ahead and you're going to set this off to the side, because now you're going to start making your minion. And we're going to put together all of the pieces to the minion before we glue it onto your white base. So I'll go ahead and set that off to the side, and I'll take this yellow scrap. And we're going to make this mat 4 by 5 1/4 inches. Let me see if this is the correct dimension. That's 4 by 1/4. Sorry. So now you have your yellow border, or not border, yellow mat. As you can see, when you put it on here, you get a little bit of a white border around. So do not glue down your yellow mat right now, because we're going to make the minion on it first, and then we'll glue it down. So now that we have this, next we're going to move on to his clothes. So his clothes, we're going to start making his overalls, are going to be 3 1/2 inches by 1 1/2 inches. So I have a piece of blue right here. I will just cut out. This blue just cuts like really easily. I like it. So at first when you see this, it might look really small. Did I do these measurements right? Yeah, I did. Okay. Yeah, I kind of double guessed myself because it's a really small piece, but when you lay it onto the Minion, you'll see that it looks normal. So you have that piece. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut out all the pieces, and then we'll go ahead and glue them all on. So you have your little overall piece. The next piece is you're going to cut out 2 of these pieces in blue. They're going to be 1 inch by 1/2 inch. So let me just cut that out now. One inch. By 1/2 inch. Just like that. So they're 2 really small pieces, and these are going to be the straps. So as you can see here, it's these pieces. All right. And you're going to take your 2-inch circle punch, and you're going to punch out a circle in blue. I think this will work. Yeah, this will work. And what you're going to do with that circle is you're going to cut it in half. So I'll just use scissors for that. And you only need 1 of these because this is going to be the pocket. The other one you could set off to the side, and you can make another Minion card with that. Then you're going to take your 1/4 inch stamp. Yeah, that's right. 1/4 inch stamp. I mean, not stamp. Hole punch. Losing my mind. Your 1/4 inch hole punch, and you're going to punch out 2 black circles in that. So, if I can get it. Get the other one out. All right. I'm going to set those off to the side. And then the black strip that would go right here under his eye, that is going to be 4 inches by 1 inch. So this might work. That's exactly 4 inches. 1 inch. So the strip. So now that you have all the pieces, what you're going to do is we're going to glue them all down. So first, I'm going to start off with the overalls first. So I'm going to take this blue piece. It should be your 3 1/2 inch by 1 1/2 inch piece. I'm going to center it and then line it up with the very bottom of the card, just like this. So you will have yellow on either side. Once you get that all lined up, just go ahead and glue it down. Kind of got stuck there for a second. So just like that. Then next I'm going to take my pocket, and I'm going to take a dark blue Sharpie, and I'm going to outline it. That way we get that little bit of a, I don't know what's the word for it. I don't know, that way it stands out a bit. Don't know the word for it. It'll come to me. You guys can also use an ink pad for that, but I just used a Sharpie because it was easier. Then you're going to center the pocket in the middle of the blue rectangle that you just laid down. And once it's there, you're going to go ahead and glue that down. So just like that. And now I'm going to go ahead and glue on these straps. So you're going to take your 2 small rectangle pieces, and you're going to line them up diagonally, just right where the corners of the top corners of the blue triangle ends, as we did here. You're just going to kind of line them up. And once they're lined up, then you're going to go ahead and glue those down. Just like that. And this is kind of the reason why we didn't glue it down onto our white card, is because we need to trim off the extra. So I'll use a pair of scissors for that. Didn't quite get all of it. There you go. Just like that. So now you have that. Now you're going to take your 2 small black circles, and like you're going to have to take a little bit of a guess on this. Right where the bottom blue triangle meets this small triangle piece is where I'd put the button, so I'd put it like right there on the strap. And you're going to do that with both buttons. Put one on the left side and put one on the right side. Just like that. So now the minion has clothes. Now we need to make its face. So we're going to take that black strip that we cut earlier, and we're going to line that up on the top. Not all the way up at the top. We're going to leave some room. Because if you've seen a minion, he doesn't have it like covering his entire head. He only has it across his eyes. So once you get that all lined up, then you're going to glue it down. Oh, did this one run out? Oh, well, I have another one over here. Just like that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and make the minion eye. So there are 2 different measurements you can do. I'm going to be making the minion with 1 eye, like this. But after I make the 1 eye, I'll explain to you the measurements for if you want to make a minion with 2 eyes. So for a minion with 1 eye, you're going to take your 2-inch circle punch, and you're going to punch out a gray circle. Just like that. Then you're going to take your 1 1/2 inch circle punch, and you're going to punch out a white circle. Then you're going to take your 1-inch circle and punch out, I'm going to use brown, but if you guys have your blue or your green or whatever color, you can go ahead and use that. I'm using brown. Then you're going to take your 1/2 inch circle and then punch out a black circle. So now we have all the parts to the minion's eye. So first we're going to take our gray circle and set that down, and then we're going to take our white circle and we're going to glue the white circle directly in the center of the gray circle. So once you have that all lined up, glue it down. So just like that. Now you're going to take your brown circle or your blue or your green or whatever color you have, and then you're going to line that one up in the center of the white circle, and then once that's all lined up, you're going to glue that down. So just like that. And then you guys might have already guessed, you're going to take your black circle, line it up in the middle of your colored circle, and then you're going to glue it down. So now you have made a minion eye. So that is the instructions on how to make one minion eye. So you'd line it up in the middle and you'd glue it down, which I'll do right here. So now I have one minion eye. Now I have a card that I already made over here. It just doesn't have the eyes. And I'll go ahead and explain the measurements for 2 eyes to you. That way you can put 2 eyes on there, like one of these cards. Yeah, like this one. So the measurements for 2 eyes, the gray circle is going to be 1 3/4 inch. And the white is going to be 1 1/2 inch. The brown, or whatever color you use, is going to be 1 inch. And the black is going to be 1/2 inch. So pretty much the only difference is the gray, which is 1 3/4 instead of 2 inches. So I already made 2 of the eyes over here. And I'm going to line them up. And in the movie, or on the card, or whatever, we kind of make them like overlap a little bit. It gives a little bit more natural look. So I kind of overlap mine a little bit, as seen right here. And once I have them all lined up, I glue them down. So just like that. So now we're going to go back to the card that I made, this one with the 1 eye. And we're going to take our white base and we're going to line up our minion. That way our card has a little bit of a white border around it. And once you line it up, then you're going to glue that down. Go ahead and move this out of the way. So just like that. So now we have 2 minion cards, but now we need to add the smile to their faces. So what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to take a black Sharpie. I'm just going to draw the smile on. However, with some of these other cards, like this one, we were able to take a circle punch and then cut it at a certain angle, I guess you could say, in order to make a smile. So if you guys want to do that, then you're more than welcome to, but I would just suggest using a black Sharpie to draw it on, because it's a lot easier. So just like that. And then on the inside, you can write your happy birthday message and make the person's day. So that's going to do it for this video. Let me move this out of the way. That way we can display all of our wonderful minion cards. I'll just set these over here. So we made these 2 in this video. And we have this one. They're all pretty much the same. I'll just put them out and we'll have an army of minions over here. I'll hold these 2. So if you guys have made cards and would like to send them to me so I can send them out to foster care children, there's a link in the description to get in contact with my troop leader so we can come and get your cards, and then we will send them out to foster care children. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.